Hello and welcome to Amnesia the Dark Descent. In the last episode, we made our way through the cistern and the sewers. It wasn't the most terrifying episode. There was a few puzzle things, not terribly hard puzzles by any means, but we did have a couple scary moments. But by the end of the episode, we were ascending a very long ladder. So I'm excited to see what this episode entails, where we are going. Not sure exactly what to expect. So let's get into it together. Okay. Okay. Pick up a rock, yes. In case we need to throw a rock, we know where they are. Okay. We can go down. I want to check out these other doors to make sure we're not missing anything. Like oil. I could really use some oil. Oops. That was a pole. Hey, more oil. Oil.
9th of August, 1839. I can't stop sweating and shaking. The warding ritual was not something of a sane mind. I did not even realize the dungeon was still in use. Alexander had his servants bring one of the prisoners, a murderer, he told me. Alexander made all the arrangements, but he said I had to perform the ritual in order to have the right effect. The shadow could be led astray by the blood of another. Killing the man would provide us precious time. What else could I do? Alexander said it had to be done. He is saving my life. I don't have the luxury of argument.
Okay. Not work. Something must be done wrong with machinery. Okay. Let's go in this door. It won't budge. Gotcha. Okay, so we have to go down the long, huge, spiraling staircase.
Agrippa, I need you to stay awake. Can you feel the syringe?
No, I can't feel anything. Alexander?
Yes.
Soon, I won't even be able to move, will I?
Your life is safe.
I don't doubt that. But will it be worth living?
Ooh. Laboratorium. Maybe we need another crowbar. Ooh, oil.
Help me.
Oh gosh.
Fridge. Next to me.
Oh my gosh, how can I even talk?
Switch. Thank you. You have my gratitude. My name is Agrippa. Who might you be? Daniel? Like the prophet thrown into the lion's den? Tell me, are you among the lions, Daniel? You want to stop Alexander? Oh my, so Babylon shall fall, you say? You worry too much. Alexander is toothless without an arm. He has one. That's not very promising at all. The Sanctum is basically impenetrable, but guessed by home. It could be breached by another, but Alexander broke his, my own, a long time ago. Really? Well, if you tell the truth, by all means, seek out the pieces of the broken home and mend away. I believe he uses them for torture now. They practically leak madness, which is quite useful, I understand. There should be 6 of them. Look around the choir and the transept. You should be able to find them there.
Okay. So Agrippa is here.
Daniel, I hate to bother you further,
Sure.
but if you're really going after Alexander, would you consider taking me with you? I know it sounds ridiculous. I mean, look at me. But if you find anything concerning a man named Johann Rhein, would you please bring it to me? I believe he was working on a way to help a recipe for some sort of potion, a tonic, to free me from this husk of mine.
Okay. Okay. We have to free him. Not be open from here. Okay. I feel like I'm getting into white a lot here. Okay. Okay.
I know this. I've been here already. I know this taste. A taste of Damascus rose obfuscating the truth in a dim haze. They may sweep the traces from my memory, but my body remembers. These cuts speak volumes, even though my mind remains silent. They will be back. They will be back.
I still don't know why Alexander, or what Alexander's trying to gain. I'm assuming power, but from getting the orb. Why do I need meat? Why do I need meat? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What is happening? The heck was that? Starting to get warm. Okay, guess we're going into the chant. I think that's how you say it. Could be wrong. Wow, this is weirdly lit.
Whatever it takes.
should probably stop the episode. But I'm very curious now. Hello, don't mean to interrupt. This is Editor Thaden. This part of the episode was actually going to be the end of the last episode, but it fit better for this episode. So that is why that sounded weird. I'm not going to end the video anytime soon. Okay, so back to the episode. Okay, the danger music's going, but I don't see anything.
Just a little further.
It's like Orpheus descending into the underworld.
Are you hiding something?
What do you mean?
Never mind. Your intuition is remarkable.
I'm not sure I'm following.
It doesn't matter. It's just a myth after all.
Uh-huh. About that. Okay. This place is crazy. I'm assuming this is the inner sanctum. And there's a fog. Looks like it goes below. Crazy. What the heck is this place? Assuming the orb goes here. Oh, I'm not about to go in that. Okay. So, what next? Obviously, we have to find that orb. What is this going to do for us? What does it all mean? Note. The shattered orb. All is lost. I must once again start over. Ever since I recovered the orb first found by Agrippa, I have depended on it for my research. The incident with Wilhelm made me most impetuous. Fearing a paucity, maybe, of prisoners, I proceed with the final ritual without proper foresight. The orb cracked and fell into 6 parts. I've tried everything, but have of yet to mend the thing. Unless I can think of a way to piece it together, I will have to find another. There is still life in the pieces, and even if the orb isn't restored, I might be able to salvage some of the power for some other purpose. Centuries have passed in vain, and I begin to wonder if I will ever be able to see my love again. Ha ha! How much longer can I sustain my life? So he is looking for a way to bring back his love, his interest. Okay. I can move those. Interesting. Looks like a sacrificial chamber. Okay. We have more oil, which we actually should go ahead and do that. Can I use the meat on the ritual surface? No. Okie dokie. Let's go to the other side. bucket of tar, which we remember from one of his journals earlier.
Deserved it, that little bitch.
Okay. That was a waste. I didn't need to do that. So Daniel tried to use tar to reattach the orbit pieces.
12th of August, 1839. Banishment ritual is taking longer than expected, and we have to do what is needed. I spend my time helping out the prisoners. Being around these degenerates makes me ill. None of them even tries to face their punishment with any kind of dignity. They taunt me with their lies of innocence and their cowardly pleas of mercy. What can make a man fall so far from the grace of a civilized existence? They are all wicked men, and I remind myself of it constantly. Still, I am thankful for God sending these monsters our way, as they will serve as the instruments of my salvation. I try to study the different tools in the torture chamber and learn how to use them effectively. Last time was messy, and the effect suffered from my inexperience. When the next warding is to be performed, I shall be ready.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like Daniel was really a good person there towards the end. Okay. Did I need that? Absolutely need that? Don't think so, but I wanted it nonetheless. What now? Okay, so we can't go in there. Can I toss something at the door to break it? Nope. Okay. So I'm uncertain what to do now. There's something else down here? Yes.
These cells are meant to hold prisoners who are under treatment. The people you send for will end up here. Remember that the confinement itself works as a preamble to the torture, and you should pace yourself. Don't take anyone before they are ready.
Understood.
Sounds from the torture chambers are shuttled in through those pipes in the ceiling. Manage your victims well, and let one prisoner's pain instill terror in his cellmate.
Okay.
Was there something else? What lever? Oh, that one. So many of Alexander's things are breaking down. Look around. Maybe the other room. There are machine parts hidden all over this place. You'll find a way to fix it. Who, me? I'm Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. I was once quite important, you know. Baron Alexander has sustained my soul in this dead husk for years. Who knows how many? Hundreds, I presume.
Okay, so we need to find machine part.
That is good to see. Why me? I'm the next best thing. Alexander really wanted none other than Johann Weyer. You never heard of Johann Weyer? My God, boy. He's probably the greatest man in history. And you don't know him? Or is it the world who has forgotten you?
Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, that's progress.
How are things coming? I was my pupil. My pupil. Yes, I do take pride in that. Is it so wrong? I found a Mithraeum once, one which had not been plundered. Do you know Mithraeum? I suppose it doesn't matter. It is an old faith, building temples out of caverns. The dark walls being the universe, and inside are its followers. Humans, watching the sky slowly turn. But the followers do have one thing to arouse them a real sense of connection, creation. The orbs. Not many orbs are left. They sometimes consume themselves, or break, when used by an uninitiated. I was lucky. The orb I found spared my life and returned to where I found it. I know because Alexander took it and brought it to Brandenburg.
Yeah, I remember hearing or reading about that story.
I was a brave man and dared to proceed where I did not. He unearthed a number of cavern temples and gathered a whole collection of orbs. But, unlike every other finder since the fall of the Israel faith, he was able to unshackle the horror you and I connected with the orbs. He used them and was able to travel far and wide, beyond the world itself. Me, powerful. Not so very. I've done all that I can to escape this prison. But now, I use all my strength merely to stay alive.
Well, that was very challenging to find.
Said he found a way to take me with him beyond the stars.
You're very talkative, Agrippa.
I was too afraid to come alone. Seriously. And now, all I can do is regret it.
I'm wondering if that fixed the... Man, that was really hard to figure out. I wonder if that fixed the issue with the levers. Literally was traveling everywhere, touching everything, like I could not figure it out. And I just... I'm like, well, that looks weirdly lit. Maybe something there? Indeed. Daniel's laughing to himself now. Creepy. I have to quickly go down there. If those are on a timer...
Daniel, you have gone too far. I have to stop you. I can't let you proceed any further. I'm sorry, my friend.
Again, is he talking to us? Or is that in our head? If it's not in our head, how is he communicating with us? Is he just behind us the whole time?
Daddy, good to see you. You got the doors open? Good going. I knew you could do it.
Thank you for the encouragement. Poor Agrippa. Oh, it's dark in here. I gotta pull something out of the water. Ooh, do I, Gotcha. I'm gonna feed something, I think. Okay. Don't know what that did, but... Is it done? Can I pull it now? Oh, I can. Is the bone? Picked up the remains. Okay. We are making progress. I have... Okay. I need more oil. I should have filled it up at the oil thing in the lever room. Gosh darn it. Oh, that was silly. Okay. So this is a huge room. Okay. And the fluttering sounds are creepy.
How much more, Baron? How much more am I supposed to withstand? Kill me already! Kill me!
This one. Prepare him.
Hey. So it looks like there's 3 doors and then a big spiral staircase, which I love. So I guess we'll just start in... Okay. We'll start by going through the doors. Oh my god. Oh, we're almost out of oil. Hopefully we can find some. Okay. Is that a piece of the... We're gonna shut that. Oh, it's a piece of the orb. Very good. Ew. That looks painful. The kidnapper sat on her knees with her hands tied behind her back. She felt her hands being lifted and her body followed. Her shoulders gave way to the weight of her own body and cracked loudly. The suspended woman cried hysterically as the men contemplated their next steps. Ew. Hate that. Also... Oh, I thought that was a mask. Okay. I was gonna say, that looked creepy. Ooh, tinder. Okay. So, I don't know that this is gonna help us by any means. Safety closet. So that just gave us weird sounds. Gotcha.
Get her back!
Get her back. Okay. I really want to find more oil if we can. Hopefully we can. So this is just a huge, like, torture area.
Let me go, you brute! The cradle is ready.
Good.
You're a man! How can you partake in this? Is he all right?
He is one of the wicked. Don't pay his lies any attention.
I'm not a bad man. It was an accident.
He set a man on fire.
It wasn't my fault! Why won't anyone listen? That's horrible.
Of course. We are dealing with monsters here.
Interesting. Very long hallway. Okay.
Please! Do anything! Whatever you want! Anything! I'll do anything! I'm innocent!
Not like that noise. Ooh. Okay, we are getting the pieces of orb. That's good. Taking me forever earlier to figure out what I was doing. The arsonist kept crying as he was slowly lowered on and off the impaler. It didn't take much to break him. They had meant for him to die, but the torture was working beyond their expectations. It wasn't the method, it was the arsonist. He was different from the others. They could make him forget again. Okay. The impaler. I hate that. Don't like what's happening. Disgusting. Oh my gosh. Ew. Isaac, you are not doing well here. He hanged upside down, his tears soiled with blood flooding from his belly. The saw between his legs had lodged itself in the hip and wouldn't move any further. The men stepped back and waited for the victim to drain. Why? Oh, crap. We have all the pieces of the orb then. We have to go upstairs. See what's up there. Really need some oil. I do not like the fact that we don't have oil. Okay, so this looks like an office of some sort. Good old Alexander, I'm assuming. But this time his face isn't distorted. Ooh. Oh, thank goodness. Not much, but that is okay. A little oil is better than none. Is it you, my love, I miss the most? Or is it perhaps myself? I know what I have become. I am not blind. I am a monster to them, a demonic sultan perched on a dark mountaintop. There is little I can do to redeem myself. The Black Eagle fears me, and after Napoleon's defeat, it is only a matter of time before they will demand my head on a platter. I must remove myself from this land. This time it must work. If I can't return home, I shall perish. Huh. Interesting. Notes on torture. There are quite a few things to be said about torture. I'd figured that the reaction I would get from the victims would be highly individual. Thankfully, this is not the case. The humans all have a very similar approach to dealing with physical pain and the terror of anticipation. I can't stress enough the importance of restraining the victims before proceeding. Even the most timid creature can break in fits of violence where their strength exceeds their expected prowess. If proper care has been put into breaking the victim, this should not be a problem, but it will also hinder the effect I am after. The right steps to take are, therefore, to restrain while the victim is still dazed. Proceed by presenting the form of torture you are about to apply, and then to continue with the actual act. The point of presentation is to infuse terror. The human mind is extremely efficient as it will trigger itself into greater fear simply by imagining it. While applying pain, make sure to avoid massive damage as it will prove more efficient if the process can be sustained. Also, apply the pain in doses, if possible with breaks to let the body settle. If you are whipping and cutting the victim, strike once, wait for the pain to subside, then strike again. As long as the body suffers, it will continue to produce the vita and saturate the blood with its properties. Only with careful performance will the victim yield maximum effect. If the victim doesn't behave as expected, it is likely that all will be for naught. Before this happens, feed them the amnesia drink and try again later. Hey. That's more details than I ever wanted to know about torture. But he's definitely looking for like a chemical or something that comes out of fear, it seems. That's not the right way. Here we go. So we have the pieces of the orb. We have string now for whatever reason. So I wonder if we drank this amnesia. Probably. We drank this amnesia drink. Okay.
You again. You seem to have found all the orb pieces used in the transit. Go to the choir and find the rest.
What am I trying to find for him again? Agrippa the dying man seeks a note written by a man named Johann Weir. Okay, so we need the note. Wonder if that's in the choir. Alright, let's go to the choir, I guess. Okay. Hopeful that that was oil. Could really use some oil. At least we're getting a lot of tinder. In court, the Order of the Black Eagle spewed their politics at each other while I sat quietly in place, willfully forgotten. Once in a while, someone will notice me and lose themselves in a silent cower before regaining their senses. They all know I am the one and the same Alexander who helped their fathers and grandfathers to found this great order. I've seen them take their fathers' places, and they, too, will grow old and pass away while I remain the same, aged not by time, but by anguish. Okay. Agrippa channels Weir. Weir taunts me from the other side. I trusted him with my true reason for my efforts, and still he insists on me releasing Agrippa. How an enlightened man can show such lack of compassion in a seat of power disgusts me. I can't bring myself to part from Agrippa, as he is and has been for centuries my only link to the worlds beyond. Weir claims he tries his best to release me from my banishment, but that he needs me to give him Agrippa first so he too can help. If he could guarantee success, I would happily oblige, but how am I to part from him if my return might be denied? I know what they are capable of. I have their deception. I have seen their deception. Optimism is a most helpless feeling, but I must retain it. I shall prepare for his release. To release Agrippa without killing him, Weir told me to feed him a tonic made from a paralyzer, vita, and tampter. The poisonous fungi should work as a paralyzer if I can find the internal gland from a large specimen. The choir seems to be a fertile ground for this sort. I should then be able to extract its contents with the proper tools. The vita could be extracted as usual from any agonized human victim's blood. I just need large amounts to distill it properly. Remember to collect this during the next torture session. Tampter, on the other hand, will prove more difficult. I don't think it exists in this world. Simply writing the word with these letters looks wrong. I believe it's a property of the secretion in the water-dwelling Karnak. I will have to address Weir with this, as he will have to supply me with a host. Also, a properly prepared well should suffice to contain it. Okay, so we know of a well. I wonder if we can get the blood from that little grate that we just opened in the other place. There was a well in that other place. Get the temperate or whatever. Okay. Let's go in the choir. And that's in all order to... Okay. It's light. That's me worried. And that all will allow us to send Agrippa back to someplace. After the men had secured the prison, the ritual began. How am I supposed to get that? Oh, okay. There we go. So is this like a ritual to like hell or something? Like where's this other dimension?
15th of August, 1839.
Gosh, that scared me.
The blood wards are failing. The shadow beckons, and its cry disarms my actions. Hurry. No time to spare. You have to kill another. Alexander produces a knife. He wants me to cut the flesh. Do it. Save yourself. He is a murderer, Daniel. He is evil. A cold-blooded killer. Hurry. Alexander, you must let me be. I have to concentrate. Take the man, cut the lines, cut the flesh, watch the blood spill, let it come. Please, I didn't do anything. Paint the man, cut the lines, paint the man, cut the lines. Please, the man cries. Now you sleep. I did well. One life for another. You hear me, guardian of the orb? I did all this for you. Now, once more, withdraw your shadow from my domain.
Of course, all the lights went out.
Alexander, there isn't much time. I can feel it. We must act swiftly. I will do whatever it takes.
We're like petals. Okay, so Daniel, me, went to the dark side, I guess. Also, I have a theory that Daniel is Alexander. Just he split personality or something, maybe. And I don't have that knife in me on my inventory anymore. Light headache, 2 cuts and bruises. Okay, all is good. But I guess Agrippa would have known if I was Alexander or not. Possibly. I mean, he looked a little... Oh my gosh. Okay.
What are my intentions, Daniel? Salvation. It used to be yours,
don't like
but
this.
now you only seek misplaced revenge. How do you justify your violence? Is it for the greater good? Are you doing the world a service? It is you who caused all this pain and death. If you had accepted your fate and submitted to the orb when you first discovered it, none of this would have happened. It is curiosity in league with your selfishness that is killing us both.
Okay. I don't like that. Especially considering I can't see anything. Very foggy in here. Gosh, I hate this. I hate this so much. This place is huge. There's a door over here.
The wheel is good for keeping your victim still during the procedure. They can be bound around the circumference or simply stretched across, tying limbs to the spokes and rim. All tools are by this point useful, and you may administer the torture in any way you like. But the forte of the wheel is the gaps. When you have decided that the victim shall die, you can smash their limbs with a hammer, making them fold in between the frame.
But they'll die. Too quickly, I mean.
No, don't worry. The human body is much more resilient. They can survive for days until they finally succumb.
Gosh. How did Daniel succumb to the influence of Alexander so quickly? Well, I haven't been paying attention to the date, so maybe it's not quickly. But it's... yeah, man, that's a big hammer. Okay. Another piece of the orb. Very good. The murderer's limbs were tied to the spokes of the wheel. They turned the wheel slowly, but with intent, so the rope secured around his legs stretched and cracked the bone. He no longer had the strength to scream. The two men looked at each other knowingly and took a hammer and struck the victim's chest in a final act of mercy. Okay. I hate this. I thought I shut that door. Maybe I shut this door. This is the door I shut. Okay. So I don't think I can get over there. And yeah, that's a huge, a huge fall there. Oh no, oh no. Okay, I really don't like the choir. This place is not cool. Okay. Music has stopped. Or the dramatic music.
The shadow. It's close now.
I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Okay, yeah, that's the other side. Okay, cool. The tissue is quite soft and should be possible to break open. Okay. Using this? Yes. Picked up a poison gland. Very good. We need that. Like this. The trader did not know what to think of the brass bowl as he was forced to enter it. Only when the heat of the fire began to scorch his skin and cook his flesh did he realize it was to be his tomb. His screams of pain echoed inside the brass chamber and traveled through the complex instrument, which was the bull's head. outside the men could hear the brazen bull bellow. This whole torture chamber crap really makes me feel uncomfortable. Like icky. I hate that I just did that. They're not a... Oh, there it is. Okay. I was like, I feel like I hear it, but I'm assuming that's what that ringing is. But then again, we heard that somewhere else as well. So maybe not. I'm assuming there's one more piece. Just want to be out of here. I just really want to be out of here. At least my sanity is not too bad in this place. Okay, I think that's another door, so we need to go back across the bridge. Oh crap. I didn't see him, I just heard him. Oh, no, there he is. No. Oh gosh. Why did it turn red? Go away, monster. Darn it, it won't go away this time. Oh my gosh, okay. I'm gonna try to run. Or wait till it goes back down that way. Okay, I think we're good. Yep. Okay, just patience, and I had to keep moving. Iron Maiden. Scared the living crap out of me. The forger stood absolutely still. The casket had been closed, but a faint light made its way inside. A myriad of spikes pointed at him, glittering as they waited for his body to slip just for a moment. His knee jerked, and he felt blood trickle down his leg. In pain, his head fell slightly forward. It took him a while to realize his eye had ruptured and began to leak. So gross. So gross. Okay. So we can get out of here now. Make sure there's... Make sure there's nothing else in here. I have a feeling we're gonna have to navigate around another one. Should be up here to the right if I'm not too twisted around. But maybe I am. Not. Okay. Whoa! Thank goodness. By no means are we safe, but... Okay. Okay. Doing that weird angry thing again.
How are things coming? Incredible. You found Vile's recipe. Then there might still be a chance. Listen carefully. Alexander is working on opening a gate, a door to another realm. It's where he wants to go. If you could put your anger aside, let him open the portal before you take your revenge. Let me pass the gate, Daniel. Please, find the ingredients and prepare the tonic Vile describes. And do so before you assemble the orb. The barrier keeping you from the inner sanctum will only be breached for a short time. Unless everything is taken care of before mending the orb, you won't be able to save me.
Okay, so we need the other two ingredients. I think the string will help us get this one, maybe? Maybe? Or... Oh, I wonder if the mucus... Okay. So we need... The string is in order to get the blood from the that grate that we found earlier. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm thinking we can... Needs to be purified first. How do we purify it? Laboratory would make sense to be able to distill Nice if we still had that crowbar from way long ago.
I see that walls are all.
I'm gonna help you, Agrippa. I just need to figure out how to distill the blood.
But if you could find it in your heart to gather
I have to believe there's a way to get into the laboratory, because that would make sense to create a tonic, would be to go to a laboratory. So maybe we need to find like a crowbar or something. No, there's nothing in there. I don't think there's anything in the chancel or whatever it's called. But might as well take another look. What's happening? What is happening? What? No, no, no! What? There was like 6 of them. What was I supposed to do? That was crazy. Was that supposed to happen? Probably. Probably. Hopefully my inventory is not gone. Oh my gosh. Look away, Dana. Away from the creepy monsters.
You had me worried. Quite frankly, I'm not sure what to do with you. I hold no grudge against you, Daniel. We are so very much the same, you and I. Did you really drink from the amnesia mixture? It does explain so much of your behavior. You never did finish what you set out to do. You talked about redemption, how you would face the orb's shadow and save our work, and me. I will grant you another chance to redeem yourself. You can wait here and stop the shadow. Thank you, friend.
Okay, so I'm still wondering about my theory of us being the exact same person, but... Oh, we still have our inventory, that's good. Okay. Can I toss something at it? Okay. But yeah, this is getting interesting. The plot of this game has been really quite cool. Okay, can I use the iron bar on the door? Can be used this way. Gotcha. Can I jump out of this? Okay. Okay. It's just a waiting game? Like, what's happening here? Oh my gosh. That freaked out. Okay, guess it's just standing there now. Okay. What am I supposed to do? Just don't. Oh. Okay. 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 Ooh, there's a note. Oh, that took me far too long to figure out. I'm like, there has to be a way. Okay, last prisoner note. There is a little left to say. I write solely to prevent myself from revisiting the memories of the last few days. If I am fortunate, I will fall asleep and time will pass without effort. I have begun to wean myself of my prison. When I first arrived, I felt like I was being buried inside a tomb, but now I feel the close walls comforting me. As long as I am in here, there is no pain. The walls protect me from the outside. I even laughed earlier as one of my wardens dropped a key down the pipes. It gave me hope for a second, thinking I could escape if only I could somehow reach it from here. In my dreams, Alexander, I am king. In my dreams, I best you and escape your clutches, and return with all the knights of the realm carrying pistols and sabers. In my dreams. Okay, so there's a key. Somewhere, maybe? Okay. Medicine. Tinder. Okay. My cell really is not happy. Yes, let's use the bucket. Okay, we have a bucket of water now. Really don't like these noises. There's a key in the pipes, but it can't be reached. Can I wash it out? Okay. That works. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay. towards the light. That was the wrong way. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're good. Definitely not panic-inducing at all. Run, Daniel. Run faster. Okay. I didn't want to see what was behind us. A note. Okay. What's wrong now, Daniel? What did we discover? Where are we going?
August 1839. Tonight, we will unlock the power of the orb and ultimately banish the shadow hunting me. I feel it closing in on me, and I fear for my life more than ever. Just outside Altstadt lies a small settlement where Zimmerman, a dairy farmer, lives with his wife and 3 children. We took the coach, went there. Our visit was unexpected, and Alexander was able to strike Zimmerman down without alerting the others. As he went to take care of the farmhands, I began to look for the children. We should have more than enough prisoners to finish the ritual now.
Jeez. Okay. That's awful. Desperate times, I guess. Daniel really wants to get out of here. Or get the darkness away. Okay. Wondering if there's another bucket somewhere. Oh man, I am not doing well here. Gosh, what now? Okay, well, we can't go back down the ladder. I think I know where we are. Ow! Might be able to go down there. I'm trying to wrap my head around where I actually am. Oh yeah, that's where we need to go. Gotcha. I have the tinder, please. No? Would like the tinder, please. Thank you. It's all sorts of dark now. Oh. Ow! Ah, the laboratory. Okay, that's how we get in. We just had to go through all that crap. Ugh. Okay, well, I guess I don't need that. Okay. Cinder? So let's see if we can't put the blood. Yep, that'll work. Okay, got the tonic. What do we do with this? Okay, eating the gland will not extract blood. Nope, that's not what I meant to click on. This is fairly straightforward, for once. Took me forever to get out of the cell, but this, I'm no issue whatsoever. Alright. I'm coming, Agrippa. Don't you worry. We're gonna get you out of here. Okay, Shadow, you can...
I thought I lost you. The castle trembled and I could hear the chancel collapse. The laboratory might be accessible now.
What is that way?
You did it. Thank goodness. Now, pay attention. First, feed me the tonic, and then use the saw to remove my head. As the tonic begins to work, you'll be able to cut off my head without taking my life. Then, take my head and bring it with you. As you enter the gate Alexander is opening in the inner sanctum. What do you mean? Why wouldn't you enter the gate? We can't argue now. You need to act.
Ow. So, what were those steps?
Quickly, off with the head.
How do
And
I...
then, whatever happens, get me through that gate.
How do I do this? How do I cut off your head? Okay, so I
You should
did
hurry, Daniel. No time for sitting around.
notice that this was now open. I wonder if the soul's in here. Aha! And what is this door? It won't budge. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It looks weird anyhow.
You're a good boy, Daniel. And I appreciate your company. But I believe you have more.
We're just gonna hold a head now. Okay, so I'm guessing we're done with this area then. Gosh, this place is a disaster. Okay. I'm trying to find a good, like, stopping point, but I'm kind of really digging this right now. Very interested. Okay, are we gonna get captured again? Possibly. Okay. So that way is cut off. Ow. I'm going. We're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna shut that. Okay, moment of truth, I guess. Oh my gosh. Grippa's head. Okay. Okay, get an achievement. Are we going through? What did my memento say? Oops. The orb does not by itself remove the barrier. Something must be done with the machinery. What? What do you mean? Do I have to go that way? I don't remember what's down there. And that's where the monster went. Oh, that's right. There was... Oh, I forgot about this place. That's not exactly what I meant to do, but... Did not feel good. We use something up here, maybe. Ooh, maybe a box. Figured we'd use that pipe, but okay. Oh, there's a note.
10th of August, 1839. I cannot believe what I have become. One of the girls escaped and I chased after her all the way upstairs.
Oh.
I hunted her down, and what is a life worth? How many lives can I take before I surrender my own? Sure, I would kill a murderer to save an innocent, but to kill an innocent to save myself? A cold-blooded murderer.
Yeah. Pretty much, Daniel, pretty much. So the girl we were chasing in the prisons was one of the Zimmerman girls? Children? What am I supposed to use? Too big. Aha! This might work. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. I heard a monster. Oh, it's right here. away. Going away. But where is it going? Hopefully it turns right. No, that's not the way I want you. Okay. Where is it? Well, that's the way we need to be going. Ugh. It's frustration. Did I get hurt from that? Okay. Taking forever. Good. We're going through. Okay, here we go. Okay. Inner Sanctum, here we go. Would I be running? Okay, we're running. I don't know what that did. Okay. Okay. What did that do? I'm so panicky. Another note.
19th of August, 1839. It's not fair. I'm not to blame. I've been manipulated by that demon. He played my guilty conscience and duped me into facing the shadow alone. That vile, conspiring man. He expects me to meet my death as he steals power beyond imagination? Alexander, I will kill you for what you have done. If only the shadow had caught me in London or Algeria, I wouldn't have to suffer this humiliation. You made me a murderer, a monster. And now, I merely await my death. I am too weak to press on. I can hardly stand as my knees fail me. I cannot see as my eyes are dressed in tears. I am as broken as the men I've tortured. If only I could wipe my fear away, as we did with them.
Hence the amnesia toxin. Okay, so I definitely feel remorse. Okay. But what did this do? Okay. Heavy door is sealed shut. Search for a way to open it. Okay. Figured it would be this, but I wonder if that closed that door. Okay. I panicked when I was over here, but I wonder if I need to do... Yeah. Okay, get up, Daniel. Ow. Okay, sure. Yep, we're running. Old chamber. This is interesting. So I wonder if this game is just gonna be like bad ending. Okay.
I was wondering if you were going to show up.
Oh.
I see Agrippa convinced you to run some errands. Tell me, is everything nice and clear now? Am I the villain? Good
Yeah.
and evil. Such comforting concepts, but hardly applicable. Are you so blind that you see no good in me or evil in Agrippa?
Okay.
No, don't do that. I realize you doubt my intentions. Why would I take such extreme measures to save your life? Maybe I'm saving mine too. Stop it, Daniel. You are ruining it. We are so close, I beg you. I'm just like you, Daniel. A prisoner of circumstance. Trapped in a world I no longer recognize. As you gain your freedom, will you deny me mine? We are so close. Closer than I've been for centuries.
Yeah, I feel like it just all needs to come to an end. Wrong side.
You killed us! You killed us both!
Okay, so we killed Alexander. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Did we actually escape, or we
It
killed...
was my greatest triumph, and I never looked back. You think I was afraid fleeing Brennenburg? Huh. Quite the contrary. I knew it was my purgatory, hellfire made to wash away my sins. There's no denying the things I've done, but I have paid my tribute. I gave them that awful man. I did the right thing.
Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting to finish it in this episode. That's crazy. I I'm glad I finally played this game to completion. I was brave enough to do it, and that was good. I feel like I still have questions as to the plot. Like, what is the darkness, and why is it trying to consume me, I guess? Or why was it trying to consume me? What is this other realm? Obviously, there was power to be had, otherwise Agrippa and Alexander wouldn't have been seeking it. But what was the power that they were seeking? What were they trying to do? They were already kind of immortal, so I'm not entirely sure what that was about. In terms of the game itself, it's very atmospheric, there's no shooting, there's no, attacking enemies or anything. It's hiding, and that's about it. The puzzles weren't too, challenging for the most part. There were a few situations where I was like, where am I going, or what am I doing? Like towards the end there, being in that cell, I struggled to figure out what to do in that situation. But for the most part, it was fairly straightforward. The atmosphere, the sound effects, especially with headphones on, just hearing, falling rocks and screams in the distance. It's very atmospheric, which I appreciated. I like that kind of game. I've played Layers of Fear in the past, and I like the atmosphere and the almost psychological aspect of horror has always been entertaining to me, I guess. But I'm very happy with myself, proud of myself, I guess you could say, that I was able to make it through and not quit, not get too scared or whatever. I know there are 3 other games. There's Machine for Pigs, Rebirth, and then the newest one that came out recently was Bunker. So I definitely think I will play those at some point. I might take a little bit of a break from it, but who knows? Maybe I won't. I'm very interested to see if the other games are their own separate thing, or if they kind of tie in with the whole, other world realms kind of feel to the things, to the plot line, I mean. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this. I hope you enjoyed this series. Make sure, if you did, to give it a like. I greatly appreciate that, and it helps me out quite a bit. If you are new and this is your first time seeing me or seeing this series, there's a designated playlist down in the description, so make sure to watch that and catch up on this series. There are also other things on a lighter note, for the most part, on the channel as well, and there are some, again, designated playlists for those as well. Definitely check those out. Make sure to subscribe, stay tuned, because I do very much want to play the rest of the games in this series. And I might even delve into some of their other games. I know Soma, I believe, is another one of their games that gets great and raved reviews, so I definitely want to play that. I think there's maybe another one too, can't remember. But yeah, if you have any other game recommendations that you would like to see me play, let me know down in the comments, and we will see about doing that. Thank you again so much. I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye.